Hello, nerds. Welcome. How are you this... What? Hold on. What is going... Oh. How you doing this evening, everybody? Welcome. Why does... Oh my god. Stream Elements keeps changing their friggin' UI, and it's the worst. Hello, everybody. Welcome. How you doing? How's it going? You having a good one? Happy Sunday. Today is not, in fact, Saturday. It is Sunday. Matt too drunk to stream. I mean, I'm not. I had 2 pints while I was at the pub. And then I took Maple for a lengthy walk. And truthfully, it's Maple's lengthy walk is why I was late. Because I took Maple for a lengthy walk. And then I came home and I got dinner. And I got the clip review ready. I had delicious tilapia and potatoes. Breaded tilapia fillets. They were tasty. I'm going to be hungry again in 15 minutes. But that's okay. Anyhow, I will cop to the fact that I am feeling the pints. I am not unaffected. I had a basic 4.5% beer for the first one, and then I switched up to a 6.5% IPA for my second pint after having not actually eaten anything today. My entire food intake prior to the first beer was a coffee and an iced coffee. Now, that said, I did get an order of fries with the beer, but I did, in fact, only have a coffee and an iced coffee. And because I'm a very smart person, I asked Meg, hey, do you want to go down and have a pint at the pub? And I did that while I was experiencing a migraine aura. So I spent the entire time at the pub half blind as the sparklies were going on in my eyes. And believe me when I tell you, the alcohol helped. It definitely helped. And I definitely don't have a headache right now. Do I still have the migraine aura? No, they go away in about a half an hour. Anyhow, today was great. I got up and I went and got a coffee. That was the iced coffee that I had. I got up and had a coffee, and then I went and got another coffee. And then I came home and I painted my Gunpla all day. That was my project today. I base coated the Gunpla that I'm working on. So I did that today. And then Meg and I went to the pub and I got some beer and a plate of fries. And then I came home and I took the dog for a lengthy walk. No, I did not paint while drunk. I painted first, then went to the pub. So anyway, then I took Maple for a lengthy walk, and then I came home and had dinner and prepped the clip review, and here I am now. And I'm not going to defend my decisions as wise, but I had a great day. It was a good day today. Is this my pilot is stored in the balls gunplay? Yes, it is. I'm working on the MG Balverka. It's Sunday. You're right. It's a good day for beers. You're right. It's also gorgeous out. It's sunny and hot, but it's also really breezy off the water. So it's not oppressively hot. It's just really nice. It's just really nice out. So, what is going on?
This is the Animal Crossing Discord general.
Oh no. Because everybody is getting pinged. And so everybody is coming online all at the same time.
Yeah.
Just point that at the camera. This is the Animal Crossing Discord right now, which got hacked.
There's like a casual 500,000 people in it. And it's like normally like totally good and very usable and like moderated amazingly. And a bunch of the lock channel or a bunch of the like notification channels are at everyoneing, and it's yeah. This is why I disable the everyone command, so that you can't like only admins can. One of the admins.
Oh, one of the admins is the person who got hacked.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's the issue. So it's very bad. It's hilarious.
Yeah.
So
Orlantia says that's a sick hat, Meg.
Thanks, I got it from Matt's dad.
Yeah. Go get the hat and show off the hat that was with it. Meg and I both got a hat from my dad when we visited in Penticton once. And so that's Meg's hat. And Meg is now going to get my hat. Oh, it's going to key out. It's going to be great. This is my hat.
Oh,
the leaves definitely key out. But you get the picture. They're peaches. Because it's the Penticton 2017 Multisport.
And I removed the patch on mine.
Yes. Does the Penticton Multisport have something to do with
about
peaches?
The peach.
So Penticton, the town of Penticton. All right, we're going on a deep dive here. The town of Penticton is in the Okanagan Valley in central BC. And in the Okanagan Valley is known for a couple of things. One, these days, it's known for... Can you take this hat back? It is known for wine. Lots of wineries, vineyards. And prior to the vineyards, it was known for peaches.
It's still known for peaches.
And it's still known for peaches. There are many orchards in the Okanagan. Peaches are their claim to fame. In fact, just north of Penticton is a town called Peachland. Do we just have our own Central California? Yes, we do. We do, in fact, just have our own Central California here in BC. It's actually Central Washington, but...
No, it's like very similar.
To Central California? Yeah, we have our own Central California. So anyhow, just north of Penticton is Summerland, and just north of Summerland is Peachland, or the other way around. Anyhow, every year in the summer in Penticton, they have what is known as the Peach Festival, and that's their town's big thing is the Peach Festival. But also as a tourist attraction in Penticton. Now I have to look it up. The Penticton Beach. So right on the beach in Penticton, for many, many, many years, they have had a tourist attraction, which is a little canteen concession stand kind of thing on the Penticton Beach that is shaped like a peach. Let me share these images with you. And it's changed ownership a few times and what have you, but the Penticton Peach is a notable tourist attraction. The Penticton Peach here. And so the Penticton Peach. And it apparently has been repainted in a pink more recently. But anyhow, the Penticton Peach, this concession stand, is actually, notably, Penticton's second peach concession stand. Because the first peach concession stand got uprooted and rolled down the main street during a small riot that took place in Penticton during the Peach Festival. And so they had to rebuild it. Penticton is not a large town. All right. It was secretly an apricot. I'm now Googling for a Wikipedia article on the Penticton peach, because surely there is a Wikipedia article on the Penticton peach. Penticton! All right. 8 hits for peach. Oh, wow. The Wikipedia article does not, in fact, have an entry for the Penticton peach. So now I'm going to have to look for a local newspaper. 1991, riot ravages city. Article in the Penticton Herald. July 29, 1991. Windows are boarded over and some scattered debris remains today after a riot tore through the downtown and Lakeshore Drive early Sunday. The city resembled a war zone early Sunday as smoke filled the air in the early morning after police fired canisters of gas at a 1,000-person crowd, rampaging through 2 concessions and a tourist information building. The destructive riot is believed to have began when about 20 young people started throwing rocks at an RCMP officer directing traffic shortly after midnight Sunday. Police were also pelted with beer cans and bottles. One witness said that a crowd gathered downtown near Lakeshore Drive and they were rocking a police car. People were running up Main Street saying there was a riot coming up the street, he said. A few moments later, I saw a guy take a garbage can and chuck it through the Zeller's window on Main Street. 37 windows on Main Street were smashed, and there were reports of looting from some businesses, including a government liquor store, which had almost its entire front window smashed. Mayor Jake Kimberly read the riot act to the crowd at 12:41 a.m. from a police car and then left when the crowd pelted the car with debris. Additional extra police officers were called in from throughout the Okanagan, swelling the already reinforced ranks from 55 to 130 officers. This included riot squads from Kelowna and Vernon. Police officers firing tear gas followed the crowd moving west on Lakeshore Drive. Witnesses say the crowd kicked holes in the cement peach-shaped concession, then tipped it over onto Okanagan Lake Beach. The crowd ripped out the food and were tossing it around the area. A nearby phone booth was also trashed by the crowd. A group of about 200 people entered the Jubilee Pavilion Tourist Information Building and gutted the interior, the witnesses said. Police continued to fire tear gas to disperse the crowd. I heard a boom and tons of people were running. It was pretty much a frenzy, but no one was getting trampled, said the unidentified witness. At least one person was directly hit by a canister. I saw it hit him in the leg and he just came running out of the smoke, a second witness said. He said many people retreated to the lake when the tear gas exploded on them, trying to clear the pungent gas from their eyes. The crowd moved west down Lakeshore Drive, ripping out many of the wooden and wrought iron benches along the walkway. Witnesses say revelers used the wooden planks to destroy the decorative lamps along Lakeshore Drive. The crowd also swarmed through the Laquana refreshment stand and a small clothing kiosk. Police firing tear gas advanced on the crowd. Then there was a 10-minute lull as the cops stayed still and the crowd at Power Street didn't move, the witness said. When the crowd began to advance on police, more gas was fired and a line of RCMP officers in gas masks carrying riot shields advanced on them, the witness said. The crowd moved west on Lakeshore, then dispersed when more tear gas was fired. Police said the main crowd had dispersed after 1 a.m., although riot squads were kept on alert until 3. Hospital officials report about 60 people were treated and released overnight Saturday. One police officer suffered a separated shoulder in the incident. City crews began clearing up the ransacked area about 4:30 a.m. on Sunday. By 6 a.m., much of the damage was cleared away and the remains of the Peach concession had been removed.
So, my hometown, a very small, also, well, the neighboring small town next to my small town, also had a riot in the 90s.
So, Penticton,
during
for the record,
like summer festival.
Yeah, for the record, the population of Penticton is 33,000 people.
Today.
Today.
What was it
in 1991? Even smaller.
Just look up Penticton population.
1991. I guess we'll know.
Or maybe whenever the census was.
Yeah, so there was a...
So...
Apparently there was a census in 1991. 36,000.
No, that's...
1986. Population 19...
What's that?
I have no idea.
Why would they... What?
I have no idea what this means.
I don't know either. Weird.
Zafty says 27,260.
Amazing. Okay.
Sandai says, I searched Penticton population 1991 and it was the first result.
What if I told you Google didn't just give everyone the same answers?
Yeah, it is not the first result for us. Oh, back in 2018, someone shared a picture of the rioters rolling the Peach down to the beach on Facebook, and a bunch of people tried ratting out their parents as the folks doing it.
Amazing.
Amazing. There you go. There goes the Peach.
Wow. Oh, the 90s.
Yep.
Yeah. Plaid boxer shorts up to the belly button.
Yep.
Pants definitely underneath the gluteal cleft.
Was the riot about something? It's unclear based on the news reporting that I read, but it did happen during the Peach Festival.
It started because there was a cop directing traffic.
Oh, it did say that. That's
yes,
right. It
in the
stopped
article.
because there was a cop directing traffic.
So,
Peach-related crimes. It was right after an MC Hammer concert.
oh.
Right. I forgot about that. It fully was right after an MC Hammer concert.
Wow.
In 1991.
Amazing. Initially, I just wanted to see if your riot was before my riot or not.
Oh,
but
the
the
riot in
Parksville
your-
Sandcastle riot
the Parksville Sandcastle riot
was in
Delightful.
97. But it was 600 to 1,000 people in a town of 10,000. Which, to be fair, there's a lot more tourists in town
That's true.
in the summer.
Good times. Anyhow, there's the history of the Penticton peach. I don't remember how we got on this topic.
Peaches.
The peach hat. That's right.
The peach hat.
So that's why the peach the peach classic is a notable sporting event that happens in Penticton, BC. What did she do? What did she do? What did she do? I would like to know what she did. I am not getting up. But what did she do? Oh, she did some property damage. I see. All right, then. Anyhow, this is not where I expected today's waffle to go. So yeah. What else do we have to talk about this evening? We have this delightful puppy who's walking so good recently. She's been walking so good lately. I'm not convinced my camera is in focus. Let me check that.
Just more of that.
Oh, okay. That's not the end of the world. We're gonna spackle that when we move out of here anyhow. That camera's not even... Oh, why is this on autofocus?
Probably from when you took it to go take pictures.
Yes, that is probably why, but that explains why it was out of focus.
Who's this good puppy?
There we go.
Who's the property damage monster?
Yeah, she's been so good recently. So good.
I took her on a walk with a 1.5-year-old and 2 adult friends who are the parents of the 1.5-year-old. And Maple was a perfect angel the whole time until the very, very end when she got tired and didn't want to walk anymore and then got mad at the leash. And that was fine
because she didn't want to walk anymore.
Yeah, like I get it.
Yeah,
that's fine. She's been very good.
She has been very good. Oh, look at that puppy.
She's so good.
Alrighty.
So good.
So now we should move on to other things, like other things that I've done. I went and saw TMNT Mutant Mayhem this week. That was my movie of the week, and it is good. This is my endorsement of the movie TMNT Mutant Mayhem. Certified good movie. You've seen movies that lean in on the Ninja Turtles being ninjas, and you've seen movies that rate the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles that lean in on them being mutants. But I don't think until now we've seen a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie that leaned in on them being teenage, and it did, and it felt like they were authentically teenagers, and it was great. It was delightful. Jackie Chan as Splinter is an inspired choice. Probably my favorite action scene in the entire movie is Splinter gets an action scene. And the action scene choreography of Splinter's action scene is clearly inspired by the kinds of action scenes that Jackie Chan does in Jackie Chan movies. It's not like they don't go super hard on. I actually would have liked it if they had gone even harder on it being a Jackie Chan action scene. But no, it wasn't like Drunken Master Splinter. It was more like Rumble in the Bronx Splinter. But still, great choice, and I approved immensely. But yeah, Jackie Chan as Splinter inspired. Hiring actual teenagers, like unknown teenagers, to voice all the turtles also inspired. The movie was a lot of fun. The one thing I will warn you about is that the art style of the film is considerably more kind of grotesque than the trailers make it seem like it's gonna be. Like, everybody in the movie is asymmetrical and deeply unsettling. And like, that's fine. It's a stylistic choice. The movie is definitely channeling the doodles in the margins of a teenager's notebook who's not very good at art. Like, you know, somebody who like draws all the time and wants to be good at art, but hasn't really got the practice and skill yet to be there. So their anatomy is all wrong and their proportions are all wrong. That, like, an untrained doodle artist, or an untrained teenage doodle artist. So it's all of that filtered through a styling inspired by the Spider-Verse movies. And so like, everybody in the movie, the human and mutant alike, everybody in the movie is just deeply unsettling to look at. Untrained teenage doodle artist fits the cadence. Perfect. There we go. Untrained teenage doodle artist. But anyhow, a lot of the stuff in the movie is quite, I almost want to say, challenging to look at. But the movie's great. The movie is great. It has, like, a theme and characters that are, like, super likable and a coherent story and great animation, and is just like, you should go see it. You should go see it. It's great. It's not quite on the same level as the Spider-Verse movies, but it's very close. So yeah, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Mutant Mayhem certified good movie. Also, I finished watching Secret Invasion. Last time we were chatting, I think we talked about the fact that I had started watching Secret Invasion. I have now finished Secret Invasion, and it was fine. I don't understand why people hate it so much. Aside from the obvious, like, good news, everybody, a new woman to hate, which seems like, you know, a thing on the internet. But by and large, I thought it was fine. It was fine. It was not bad. It was not amazing. It was fine. It was like a solid 3 out of 5, 3.5 out of 5. Like, it was fine. It did a couple of things that I thought was pretty ballsy, which is good for an MCU project. MCU projects don't usually get kudos for doing things that I think are ballsy, and it did some things that I thought were ballsy. So big ups to Secret Invasion for doing ballsy things. Additionally, I've started watching the new season of Strange New Worlds now. I think I'm 3 episodes in. And so that's good. I watched the episode last night where they go to Toronto, and that was delightful. I always like it when shows go to Canadian cities, because it's just delightful. Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. did that once, where Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. went to Vancouver, and Agent Coulson bought a coffee with Canadian money, and I was like, hee hee. And they went to Toronto, and they hustled some people in chess for Canadian money, and I went, hee hee, because this is how they get me. Anyway, yes, this is New York, clearly. No, it's Toronto. So anyhow, it was good. It was good. The irony in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. is Vancouver was shot in L.A. I know. Not only was the Vancouver scene in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. shot in L.A., but the wide shots that they used were like 6 years out of date. So they showed like aerial shots of the Vancouver waterfront in the Burrard Inlet, and the wide shots that they used were from before the Olympics in 2010. So all of the land where the convention center and everything is now was all just dug out. But still, it was fun to watch Agent Coulson buy a coffee with Canadian money. Would I be amused if they went to like Edmonton or Regina? No, probably not. But nobody is amused by Regina. Sorry. People are amused by Regina for one reason and one reason only, and it has nothing to do with going there.
Well, you're under very tight
I believe that oh yeah, Iron Blooded Orphans does go to Edmonton. I remember that. I believe that Regina actually introduced in the last year or so a tourism campaign that plays up their name.
Yeah.
Where it's like Regina rhymes with fun.
It's so good.
Anyhow, I am enjoying watching good media at the moment. I'm having a good time watching shows that are good. It's nice when you watch shows that are good. Strange New Worlds, good show. And I'm enjoying watching a show that is good. The Practice for 6 seasons was a good show, and I was enjoying watching a show that was good. And then I had to get through the last 2 seasons. But also, none of you were watching The Practice, so I can't, like, talk to you about The Practice because you don't care. But I care. Whereas Strange New Worlds, because you're all fucking nerds, you care about things like Strange New Worlds. Strange New Worlds.
Language.
Oh. I saw the audio alert go through, but I didn't hear the audio. We cannot possibly be back in a situation where my alerts don't.
How many levels of microphone are you on?
I am on mic 5.
How? What in the hell?
Language.
I haven't done anything. I just do not understand why I'm not hearing my audio. There's literally no reason I shouldn't be hearing it. It is ghosts! It is ghosts at this point. There's literally nothing. that should be stopping me. You probably heard it doubled up that time. I am so confused. Yeah, I have... So, it wasn't the knob. It was not the knob. The knob, I checked, and the knob was exactly where it was supposed to be. What it was is that I have been live with no audio coming through my headset for long enough that my headset automatically powered down. And so what I needed to do was turn my headset back on. I don't know why it goes to sleep. It just does. All right. You know what time it is? It's time for a clip review. Let's do our clip review. Here we are in the clip review. And we're going to start with the very first clip of the evening. As soon as I open the correct folder. Chat is great. You didn't hear it from me.
Good night, chat. You're great too.
No good.
Are they though?
Yes, chat is great.
Nice try.
And
Okay.
I only speak the truth. So that.
This.
Yeah, that.
Come on, I keep getting smoked by the most ridiculous attacks. Next clip is Clive is sick of Matt's distractions, and there's nobody named on this, but it's Symphonic Lolita. It's a console command? That's even more annoying. But it works. Neat. Yes, Clive, I understand. You're annoyed and frustrated. We get it. Our next clip is titled, Dude.
I have more for ya.
Hello, Raiders. Hello, Erica. How was your whole this... Wait. We're following that clip with... Come.
Come. Do you truly think it's so simple?
Sounds like my first time.
The blight is inevitable. Not even the Almighty.
I'm actually shocked nobody clipped just the come. I'm going to have to go back and do that myself. Just because that line delivery is hilarious. All right, our next clip is titled, How Much for a Jib Cat Pelt? The answer to how much does a Jib Cat pelt go for on the open market, a mink pelt is worth about $9. $8.55. Next we have I Stole Monet's Bit 13. Bloom.
That's me. I'm Ryder. Haley Abrams, Director of Scientific Research on EOS, and writer of papers that start what the hell weather. But
Hi, Ryder.
New world and a
How are
running
you?
start. Gotta keep up. How can I help you?
Language. Language.
Our next clip is titled, Look at How Tall This Dog Is. Look at how tall this dog is. Look at how tall this dog is. I should be on the full cam. Look at how tall that dog is. Long dog is long. Next, we have Maple has cloned herself.
Isn't this amazing?
This came out of the dog in the last few the last half hour or so.
This doesn't include the tufts that are floating around the room.
The living room, yeah.
That Maple was getting distracted by because they kept floating by.
Yes.
I'd brush her, and then she's eating the brush.
Yeah.
Maple, drop it.
Sam Wong quoting me in chat as saying, it's important to us that we get a female golden retriever puppy. They're a little smaller, and that suits our lifestyle better. All right, our next clip is titled, Maple is Out of Control. I was looking through old clips this week, and I got back to when Maple was brand new, and we would have her in and just hold her, and she was so little, and I'd be able to just hold her in my arms and put her on stream. And now she's this great galoot. Hi. Hi. Oh. Oh, God. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, just take her. She's... Our next clip is called Matt Does Not Believe in Hospice Care. Since he wouldn't let me kill him on the spot, now he can wait and endure agonizing pain until the next time I'm back. Tibor says, didn't you pick her because she was the runt of the litter? No, we didn't pick her. Our breeder did not let us pick. She was assigned to us. The next clip is titled Matt Loves Jim Cat's Fur. Damn, I'm pretty... Why did you call Jim Cat a mink? I'm not sure Jim Cat would make a particularly comfortable coat. I guess there's only one way to... Jim Cat. Watch your back. Chat seems to want to wear your skin as a cape. The next clip is titled Nice Sheets. And now we will get to sleep in enrobed in luxury.
We're in our, well, half of us are in our mid to late 30s. We can have 2 sets of bed sheets as a treat.
That's right. This clip is titled On Saturday. Wait, no. All right, let us begin with those on the other side of the wall.
You are embarrassing me.
On Saturday,
You're embarrassing yourself.
because it's that time of night. Thank you very much, everybody, for tuning in. Thank you to everybody who subscribes, everybody who follows, everybody who cheers, everybody who chats. Sorry, Sunday, not Saturday. Well, my accent was almost flawless. We'll do that again. All right, let us begin with those on the other side. You cheers, everybody who chats. Sorry, Sunday, not Saturday. Well, my accent was almost flawless. We'll do that again on Saturday. No. God damn it. We'll be back on Sunday. The next clip is titled Say the Word, Matt. Like, that really is something. Aheago. Aheago. Ahegao. Listen, I'm not a fucking pervert. I don't know what you're talking about. I just know the word.
Language.
This clip is titled Strategically Placed Matt.
I think I might be beyond saving.
No one is beyond saving, provided they want to be saved. You fight to survive. And you survive so that you may protect those you love.
All right, our next clip is Synchronicity 54.
What mic do you want, my dude? How many levels of microphone are you on?
I am on mic.
Perfectly in sync.
Language.
What mic you on, my dude? How many levels of microphone are you on?
I am on mic.
How many levels of microphone are you on?
I am on
Void
mic
comes for us
5.
all. Okay. That is Synchronicity 54. Our next clip is titled These Are the Jokes 47. Why is pond scum like math? because it's algebra. These are the jokes 48. I can only ever remember 25 letters of the alphabet. I don't know why. Oh, apparently I put these are the jokes 47 in the poll twice. These are the jokes 49. What happened to the lazy campers? They were charged for loitering with intent. $50. I always wanted to be a Gregorian monk, but I was never given the chance. $51. Where do scuba divers exaggerate their accomplishments? In the hyperbolic chamber. 52. I thought you people thought my jokes were funny. But then I realized I'd been lulled into a false sense of security. 53. Does anybody know how to correct cosmetic surgery that's gone wrong? I'm all ears. 54. What did Spartacus say when a lion ate his wife? Nothing. He was gladiator. 56? No, 55. What happened to the cannibal who was late to his village's feast? He got the cold shoulder. 56. How much does a roof cost? Nothing. It's on the house. 56. How much does a roof cost? Oh, no. 57. I should be paying attention. 57. Now, joke number 1. A snake walks into a bar. The bartender looks up and asks, "How the heck did you do that?" And finally, we have our last clip of the day. We are all so old. Fire Whiskers, expecting a Zandai to know what a floppy disk is a bit ambitious, frankly. That's it. That is all of our clips for the week. So it's time to head back. We'll do our traditions, and then we will crown a new Monarch of the Week. Alrighty, let's do it. Back to our... wait, no. Let's fire up the sound cue. And we're back. Okay, let's do our traditions. First up, I need to plug in my phone. Here is my phone. Somewhere down here is my phone cable. There is my phone cable. Everybody please brace your ear holes. All right, and now, Garcon, can I get a drum roll, please, for the reveal of this week's beverage? This stream's beverage. It's delicious. It's nutritious. It is a Starbucks coffee. A half-sweet iced mocha with no whip. All right, let's find out who our Monarch of the Week is. Our Monarch this week, with a commanding lead, is none other than chat's very own, very favorite Sam Wonk. So, let me figure out what I was doing. Congratulations, Sam Wonk. And whatever the opposite of congratulations are to Symphonic Lolita, who is about to have their head removed. Goodbye, Symphonic Lolita. Sam Wonk. Sam Wonk, whose profile picture has changed in Discord several times over the last couple of days, much to my chagrin. I'm sad that the pergola is gone. Okay, and now for the Twitch channel, we have the Discord dealt with. Now we have to do the Twitch channel. Where did Symphonic Lolita go? Be gone, Symphonic Lolita! And hello, Sam Wonk. Done. Congratulations to our new Monarch of the Week. And condolences to our former Monarch of the Week. Hooray. The duties are done. Now, we have a joke request, so I have to tell you a joke. What happened to the man who tried to carry too many colanders at once? He strained his muscles. All right, here's a bonus joke, because I assume, perhaps, inappropriately, but I assume that somebody has submitted another joke request. Here is another joke for you. Did you know that you don't have to worry about your phone or your TV spying on you? Your vacuum cleaner's been gathering dirt for years. Ah, there's the joke request. Which ancient civilization was responsible for perfecting butt lift surgery? The Aztecs. All right, we're caught up on jokes. Let's move on to playing a video game. What do you say? that button. That's the correct button. And to the console scene, there we go. Let's play some Final Fantasy XVI. One day we'll be free of this game. Holy moly. So on Friday at work, one of my coworkers asked, like, during stand-up or whatever, like, what's everybody's plan for the weekend? You got any video games you're playing? And I was like, Baldur's Gate 3. And several people on my team
You needn't fret.
were like, Final Fantasy 16. Yeah, Final Fantasy 16 is amazing. Oh, yeah, I just beat Final Fantasy 16. What a great game. And I didn't have the heart to chime in.
All right there. What is it you're after, sir?
Just your opinion, actually. I wondered what you thought of the Duke of Oriflamme.
Oh, him. Not much. None of us traders do. It's thanks to nobles like him that we had to set up shop this side of the wall in the first place. Couldn't have the rabble getting any closer to the holy capital, could they? And now he's trying to drive us out completely, threatening to take everything we got from us if we don't clear off. If the dame said she wanted him run out of town, I'd be straight through that checkpoint, tar bucket in hand.
Seems like it's time to get somebody tarred and feathered, doesn't it?
We have hearts and hinds, cocks and...
Why, you're still... Welcome. An excellent choice.
I've been hearing a lot of talk about a certain duke.
Nothing good, I'll wager. Going around acting like he owns the place. And with hardly a word to the dame. This is her town, not his.
I take it you'd rather she was in charge.
As far as I'm concerned, she still is. Just need his eminence to sod off back to Oriflamme.
I'm getting the feeling that people really like the Duke of Oriflamme.
A question, if you don't mind. What do you think of the Duke of Oriflamme?
Don't get me started. You build a life for yourself somewhere, only for some noble to turn up and tell you you've got to hand it all over to him. If he thinks his name and his chains give him the right to empty our purses, he's in for a rude awakening. We'll do whatever it takes to keep what's ours. Whatever it takes.
Whatever it
Well, the people
takes.
seem united enough. What about the soldiers?
Okay, before we go to the soldiers, we're going to this other location.
Ambrosia won't help me here.
But here, Ambrosia will be of great use.
All right.
I've taken a wrong turn. Love it when that happens. Ambrosia's just working under union rules. Has to be exactly so far out of town before she can be summoned.
I'll need to deal with these ones first.
Yeah!
one is casting you. It's you.
Farewell. This one. Get him. This one. Get him. Now to find this spherical echo.
All right. Does anybody see the thing we're looking for? There it is.
This is it. Right.
Now let's go talk to some soldiers.
But there were ghosts at the gates not days ago.
Evidently, there are two over in this direction. Hey, buddy.
You. You're the one who was talking to His Eminence.
On the Dame's behalf, yes. I was trying to persuade him not to take the people's goodwill for granted, but it seems my words fell on deaf ears. What do you think of his plans?
I'm a soldier, mate. He tells me what to do, not the other way round. Listen, I've got nothing but respect for the Dame, but I've got a family to look after. That's where my loyalties lie, not with the town or the Empire, but with my wife and children. If the Duke can get us some men and the equipment we need to fight off those blue-skinned bastards, I don't care how he does it.
As long as you remain, the veil...
Sabine! You are embarrassing me.
You're embarrassing yourself.
Hello.
I hear the
other
Duke of
friend.
Oriflamme plans to turn this town into some sort of fortress. Do you think that's a good idea?
It's not for me to say. All I know is that unless the Emperor orders me otherwise, His Eminence's word is law. Look, no one likes all these taxes and tariffs, but empires don't come for free. Once Sandbreak is back on her feet, we'll all reap the benefits.
Sure thing. This guy doesn't look like a soldier.
Excuse me, do you have a moment? I wondered if you'd mind sharing your thoughts on the Duke of Oriflamme.
Well, he's made a lot of enemies coming in the way he did. I mean, look around us. You can see the state the realm's in. The traders might not like having the screws put on them, but if they volunteered a few more of their hard-earned gil before things got bad, maybe they wouldn't have to. I think the Duke's got a point when he says rebuilding the Empire's the best way of making sure we're all protected. And if that means people who don't know one end of a sword from another have to make way for those who do, well, that's just how it goes.
Let's see what Philippe makes of all this.
Where's Philippe? At the back of the town somewhere. This way. Samulunk, you'll find that you were crowned monarch in your absence. Congratulations.
Captain,
Do you have a moment?
For you? Certainly. Clive, wasn't it? Thank you for last time. How can I help you?
I wanted to ask you about the Duke of Oriflamme. Do you intend to go along with his plan?
But to tell you the truth, I'm in two minds. It's my sworn duty as a captain of the Imperial Army to obey his orders. But I can't say I agree with him.
Philippe, I remember you saying that you became a soldier to protect the people you loved. The Dame included.
That's right. I did.
Well,
Samwell, in addition to Matt's
she
best
doesn't
friend,
agree with the Duke's
today
orders either.
I called you.
She thinks they could tear
I called you
Northreach
chat's
apart.
favorite, or everyone's favorite. I don't remember exactly which.
She's probably right. Thank you, Clive. I know what I need to do now. Protecting the people I love is what matters.
You're just out here
Doesn't
collecting
matter
titles.
how. Well, duty calls, so I better go. Thanks again.
It seems Philippe wants to do the...
All right, now we have to go
At the
talk
least.
to the
I
Dame.
expect Isabel will be pleased to hear that, if nothing else.
You needn't fret. The creature.
Those things I said before.
So many were injured.
Ah, Clive. How did you fare? Were you able to speak with the Duke?
I was.
I was, but...
So Northreach is to be a fortress after all. Well, it will certainly help to hold back the thralls. There's no denying that. Though I doubt it will come as much consolation to the townspeople whose worldly goods are confiscated to pay for it. They deserve to be heard, Clive. To have a say in this new empire the Duke means to build.
Sadly, His Eminence values their obedience more than their opinions, and hopes to reassert the authority of the state. I fear he sees the people as mere pawns on his chessboard to be sacrificed for the greater good. Needless to say, they themselves are of a different opinion, and would rather their destinies were in your hands. The soldiers, meanwhile, are content to follow their orders. And not just because of the Duke's rank, but because of his vision.
I thought as much. Had I sworn to protect Sambrek, I dare say I too would want nothing more than to see it rise from the ashes. Thank you for trying. But the battle is lost.
I don't know about that.
What happened to your uniform?
I handed it in, along with my resignation. Told the lads
Can you
I
do
wished
that?
them well, but that I owe it to those I love to call it a day.
Why?
Because I realize what really matters to me. Not following some nobleman's orders for the sake of it, but protecting what I care about. Protecting Northreach. I honestly don't know when those monsters will return, but I'm certain they're not finished with us yet. And when they do come back, we need to be ready for them. We need to stand together, all of us. And with you to lead us, milady, I reckon we can do it. It was you who finally convinced me, Clive. There's no point following orders if they go against everything you believe.
Indeed.
All of us, standing together. That has always been Northreach's best hope, and one which still lies within our grasp. We have only to turn our attentions to the true enemy. Thank you, Philippe, for showing me what I must do.
Anything for you, milady. Speaking of standing together, would you mind if I borrowed a few of the lads from the Vale to help keep watch around the town? I fear His Eminence has loftier tasks in mind for the guard.
Not at all. Be my guest.
Wouldn't be the first time.
There may be hope for Northreach yet. Especially with men like you and Philippe to champion our cause. I, for my part, shall continue to work upon the Duke, in the stubborn belief that I might still tempt him into joining hands. But I suspect I shall have to call upon your aid again. Until then, Clive.
Until then.
So, I talked earlier about how I primed the Gundam I'm working on, my my MG Ball Verka, and it happened that Ian also was priming a kit today, and so I sent Ian a message being like, "Oh, what kit are you working on, and what primer do you use?" Lo and behold, Ian also primed his MG Ball Verka today. Who did it better? I mean, it's primer. I think I like my priming job better. He showed off the parts on Friday, did he? Yes. Well, that's funny to me. All right, onward. Holy crap. So many green spots. No, I fully didn't know.
Good girl.
Welcome to side quest hell. Every main story beat will be followed by this now. Why are there so many side quests? And why are they all so backloaded? Whose idea was this?
Don't get surrounded. Straight home now.
Whoops!
This one. Get him.
On the topic of the story being over, no, the story is not over. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 main story beats left to go.
Two down. So Dravost is still standing. For now, at least.
It does feel very MMO, and that's because this was the Final Fantasy XIV team, I believe.
Would you like to see my wares?
Or at least it was the director of Final Fantasy XIV.
Here you are. Go safely now.
Clive! You're here!
And the Akashic?
Mostly off to the north still. But I spoke to Doris's scouts and it turns out things are worse than I thought. There's swarms of them out there. Told old Snotty to be ready to seal the north gate. That should buy us some time if we need it. Enough for the villagers to barricade themselves inside their homes, at least.
Well done.
Welcome back, Sid.
Hi, Zoltan.
I'd never have guessed, you know. Not if August hadn't let slip. Who'd have thought that the savior of Dravost would turn out to be the realm's most infamous outlaw? Keen to help us out again?
I am.
Thought you could sneak off without me, did you?
Blackthorn.
Oh, what are you doing here?
One of the scouts couldn't keep his voice down. Unlike my best mate who didn't think I deserved to know. Zoltan, how long's it been? Long enough for us two to turn into a pair of old codgers, I see.
That your idea of an apology? Prick.
Don't listen to him. You only did what you thought was best. For the village and that.
I did, yeah. But that ain't the whole of it.
We get more backstory now.
Our master didn't leave the chiefdom to the two of us. He left it to me. The best blacksmith in Dravost, barring himself, of course. Bloody stupid tradition, in my opinion. If someone's got talent, you should let them practice their craft, not ask them to settle petty feuds and barter for grain. Our master wasted half his life that way. I wasn't about to let that happen to me.
So you wasted half of mine instead.
You're what Dravost needed. Under me and my precious ideals, this place wouldn't have lasted a year. So I left to devote myself to the work and spare you lot the consequences. I may be a selfish prick, but I only did what I felt I had to.
What you had to do was your duty!
Even if it meant we all starved?
Enough. This is no time for bickering. You can finish beating each other up once Dravost is safe.
Fine. I've said my piece anyway.
Yeah, so have I.
Sorry, Clive. I shouldn't have stuck my nose in. We're short enough on time as it is. Still, give us a mo, would you? I need to get my head straight before any of them Akashic try to bite it off. You, ready for the off, then?
We can't afford to waste any more time.
We cannot
Right you are.
indeed afford to waste
Might be
any
worth
more
having one
time.
last word with the scouts, though. Don't want any nasty surprises, do we? Oh, and Blackthorn, you and Zoltan might be better off staying inside the...
Akashic on the move.
How close are they?
Within sight of the walls, and there are more coming up from the mines.
What was I saying about nasty surprises?
They'll wash right over us if we stay out in the open. We're pulling back behind the gates.
Good idea. Get yourselves inside, but keep your weapons handy.
Understood.
I'm prepared to fight if I have to.
Well, let's hope you don't. That's our job. Once the scouts are inside, order your men to barricade the gates. No heroic last stands, you hear me? No fighting at all if you can help it.
August's right. I've seen what Akashic beasts can do to armor. The people here are tough and willing, but they ain't equipped to face what's coming.
I'm going out there. Start work on the gate as soon as I've left. I'll give you as much time as I can.
And if they kill you?
You evacuate. But it won't come to that.
You know, the handle of this sword is wildly impractical.
You'd better be right.
Take good care of Dravost till I get back.
Leave it to me. And give those things what for, yeah?
This is just a terrible sword design. What in the blue hell? Whose idea was this?
All right. Which one of you's first?
Probably the big one.
Get him!
ruined that ox's day.
Kill! Get him! Attack! Get him! Sick him!
An Akashic leg eater. But I don't want my legs eaten.
Get him! Now, Torgal! Enough! It's attack!
Oh dear.
That's better.
Get him!
Whoops.
Nice try.
Oh dang, that staggered it in one go? Hell yeah.
This one.
Yeah, the Shiva ult took it from like...
Is that it?
3/4 to 0.
Apparently not.
What in the hell?
You're not getting past me.
I know, this thing has got like Goku-style muscles. It is unbelievably and impractically ripped. Yeah! Punch its teeth!
All yours, Torgal!
Yeah, I needed that.
Get him! Now, Torgal! All yours, Torgal!
Conveniently for us, we live in a very soundproof building. So I don't have to worry about my neighbors hearing me shout things like that. thing has a ridiculous amount of HP.
Ogle, kill!
All right. Now,
the question is...
we've been talking about Clive's slutty little waist, but that Chimera's waist was next level.
Man alive! You're still in one piece!
I slew as many as I could.
As many as I could, he says. The old bleeding lot, more like it. Well, almost.
Only almost.
Yeah, one or two did try to sneak over the wall. But we got the bastards, don't you worry.
Good. Though you do know, more will come in time.
In time, yeah. But we can think about them later. Let's get you back inside.
Hello again, Zoltan.
Sid, you're even more fearsome than your reputation. Enough to give those Akashic monsters nightmares. I almost felt sorry for the wretched things. But mostly, I felt grateful. Dravoged won't forget what you did today.
I'm afraid I've only delayed the inevitable. There's no getting rid of that ether flood. Meaning that any living thing which stumbles into those mines will end up clawing at your walls again.
And that's if the flood don't spread. If it does, well, I hate to say it, but the village's days are numbered.
That may be, but we're staying just the same. With ether floods springing up all over, it's no less safe than anywhere, and more importantly, it's our home. We'll fortify the gates to the north, and I'll see that they're guarded day and night.
All right. Then we'll give you a hand shoring up those defenses.
As for you, Blackthorn, that's twice you've turned up when Dravoj needed you. So, thanks.
I shouldn't have stayed away so long. And I shouldn't have left without talking it over with you first.
Too bloody right you shouldn't. Though I doubt I'd have listened. I always envied you. How you made everything look so easy when, for me, it was anything but. You leaving gave me the perfect excuse to hate you. And from that day on, I never once stopped to wonder what it would have been like if you'd stayed. But what you said earlier, it was true. You'd have been the death of this place.
Finally, something we can agree on. I hope you see the sense of it eventually. You kept this place alive.
Alive, perhaps. Wealthy even, but Dravoj isn't what it once was. Our work used to be the pride of Dalmekia. Now, we churn out the same rubbish day after day because it's easy and turns a profit. It's not about the craft anymore. I wouldn't send my sons to war wearing the shit most of our smiths are making. I've kept working, honing my skills, trying to lead by example, but no one sees the point. The average castle apprentice has as much passion for the craft as I. Come back to us, Blackthorn.
What happened
Remind
to the audio
Dravoj
there?
What a true master blacksmith looks like. I'll even man those bellows of yours if it means we can work at the same forge again.
Wow, lewd!
That's a kind offer. Kinder than I deserve.
Is that what the children are calling it these
I
days?
wish I could accept, but I'm needed elsewhere. There's people who trust their lives to my steel, and I daren't let them down.
Fair enough.
But that doesn't mean I couldn't visit from time to time. Let's see if we can't rekindle this town's passion for the craft, shall we?
I'd like that.
Just be sure to tell Snotty to let me in the next time I come calling, yeah?
Yeah, beam me up, Snotty.
Knowing him, he'd let you in anyway. Blackthorn. The Master Smith turned outlaw, back in my good graces. I never thought I'd see the day.
I'd say that went pretty well, wouldn't you?
Even better than I'd hoped.
Sid, I've got something for you.
I have accepted the cracked anvil seal.
A token of our lasting gratitude. But I'm of a mind to make you a far grander gift. Designs for a certain sword have been passed down from chief to chief for generations.
Now hold on, Zoltan. There's a reason no one's made that blade in centuries. There's not been a craftsman equal to the task.
But there is one
Your
now.
cinders make impressive steel, and I've learned to own an edge Odin would be proud of. But the engravings on that thing are enough to make a jeweler cry. And they're not just for show, either.
Have you forgotten what brought you back to Dravozd in the first place? A certain ring? I knew I'd never surpass you with the hammer and tongs. So I turned my hand to a different kind of metalwork. Between the two of us, I'd say we're the equal of any master craftsman ever to have graced a forge.
You know what? I think you might be right. Clive, you wouldn't mind if Zoltan came back to the hideaway, would you?
He's more than welcome. As long as he can keep our secret.
Right. Zoltan, get your tools. We've got a legend to forge.
Let's forge a legend. All right. No sleep till got Rammerdung. Gotterdammerung. No sleep till Gotterdammerung. That's the one. Welcome to Tabor. Let's go find this person. Where is this person? Inside a building.
Lord Rosfield, is there aught the Undying might assist you with this day?
Perhaps. My brother said that your order was helping him with his quest to uncover Ultima's origins. Have you learned anything of note since last we spoke?
Little and less, I regret to report.
I see.
Be assured, however, that we will not rest until the truth is known. Even now, our archaeologians scour ruins in every corner of the realm for traces of Ultima's touch.
Fallen ruins, I take it. Dating back as far as Phoenix Gate.
Indeed. Ultima's thralls are oft sighted among the remnants of the fallen civilization, as if protecting the secrets concealed within.
Secrets we'd see unearthed.
Should our methods be of interest, my lord, mayhap it would please you to observe some of our number at work.
Would that be possible?
Of course. A survey is being conducted not far from here. Perchance you are familiar with Kretov, a small hamlet built around a fallen airship. I was due to visit my colleagues there to collect their preliminary findings, but if you would consent to do so in my stead, I'm sure that they would be honored to relate any discoveries they have made to you directly.
All right.
All right. I'll go and meet with them.
They will be most gratified, I am sure. Might I suggest you take the road through Titan's Wake?
No, I'm going to teleport to wherever I need to go.
After but a short walk.
Thank you. I will.
I wish you a safe journey, my lord. May the Firebird's flames burn ever in your heart.
What in the blue hell? Is it good, the Firebird's flames burning your heart? Well, I mean, in the context of Clive specifically... Oh, there it is. Okay. And I can't go that way. So it must be through Titan's Wake.
Come on. Fly, Ambrosia.
All right, well, I guess I am walking after all. Whole kill.
This won't be easy.
What? That's illegal.
Get him.
Wait, it knocked me off my chocobo and then ran away?
Ready, go?
What a dick is right.
Don't get surrounded. Time to fight.
Sam Wonk is trying to start Balrog discourse. Saying that while a Balrog is described as flying in the Silmarillion in context, fly may have been the archaic meaning go quickly. That's possible. But also, when Gandalf told Frodo and the other hobbits to fly, you fools, he did mean take the eagles to Mordor. And they didn't, because they are fools.
Be safe.
We'll call those 40 points of psychic damage I just did to Jim Cat payback.
Oh no. You'll pay for this. There may still be survivors.
Now, Torgal! To me! All yours, Torgal! Stay down! This one! You lose!
Sam Walker responding in chat, I do like the idea that Gandalf is sitting there the whole time going, everyone knows I can do the eagle thing, but no one's suggesting it. I'm kind of a guardian angel thing, and I don't think I'm supposed to suggest it. And then straight up he's dying, and he's like, heck it, do the eagle thing, you idiots, and they still don't get it. Love it. Huh, that scarecrow is a black mage.
Whatever that thing is, I'd say it's their leader. Get him!
Jimcat, you're assuming that the eagles aren't more agile than the drakes flown by the dude guys?
All yours, Torgal! Now, Torgal!
Listen, the eagles can definitely fly out of the range of orcs with bows. And we don't know that the tower is a laser eye, it's just a glowing eye. Let's not make up powers for Sauron. You don't have to land to drop the ring. It's a volcano. Just drop it in. How would the ring miss exactly? It's a giant flaming crater. It would be very easy not to miss. Landing at the entrance, walking in, and throwing it in proper still seems much easier than what they did. I mean, yeah.
Should have stayed in the past. These must be Cyril's colleagues.
You have our thanks, stranger.
Who are you?
Ah, forgive me, my lord. I did not recognize you. You are Lord Rosfield, are you not?
Just have the eagle dive bomb towards the crater and just pitch the ring. The ring is this big. The crater is like a kilometer across. You're not going to miss.
Thanks to them, and to you, we were, for a mercy, able to see our duty to its conclusion.
The ring may not want to die, but it doesn't have, like, vernier thrusters on it.
Safety before your duty. Surely this survey wasn't worth dying for.
We are charged with uncovering Ultima's origins. A duty of the highest import.
It's gonna just
like... I'm sure you will agree.
And you think your dead brothers would agree with you too?
Out of the way.
They gave their lives for the cause, an honor to which all undying aspire. Now,
firing
to
retro
what do we owe
rockets.
the honor of your presence, Lord Marquis?
Cyril told me of your work here, and I agree to collect your findings in his stead.
I see. That is most kind. Pray, take them then, with our humble thanks. May the Firebird's flame burn ever in your heart, as it does in ours.
I wonder if the ring could withstand being at ground zero of a nuclear explosion.
It's one thing to lay down your life for another, but for a survey...
Is the only reason throwing it into the fires of Mount
Cyril.
Doom effective because it ends up sinking to the bottom of a place that nobody can get to because it's because it's a literal volcano and you can't go in the lava? Oh, no, okay. It's because it was destroyed by the mountain that made it. All right, I get it. I'm just sort of wondering, like, does throwing it into the volcano and having it remain in one piece and just sinking to the bottom of the magma flow count as destroying the ring?
Take that, you naughty thief!
Clive!
In the book, Gandalf
What do
literally
I owe
says
the
that throwing
pleasure?
it into the ocean
I
isn't
just
safe
wanted
enough
to
because
see how the
eventually the
town's been
tectonic
faring
plates
since you
could
brought
move and
everyone
bring it back to
together.
the surface.
Since
Okay.
we brought everyone together, all is absolutely wonderful. Conrad and Natalie's hands remain safely away from each other's throats and firmly at the helm. Our stores are full, and the bandits still too disorganized to raid them.
Okay, but is the heat of
Just
the
as good
largest
Lady
dragon
Jane and
hotter
Lord Underhill intended?
than the heat of an actual
Lord.
nuclear explosion?
Lugor's going to be one too. They're going to make him the Lord of Dalimil, because of how he stopped all the grown-ups from fighting.
It's the mayor of Dalimil, dear child.
I somehow doubt
The
it.
vote hasn't taken place just yet. But if the people wish me to lead them, I shall.
What if we
And my
irradiated
first
the
act
ring?
will be to build a school so that menaces like you two learn
So-
not to interrupt
so that-
your elders.
So that instead of
Speaking of
gradually corrupting
maybe
whoever
a
wears
rather
it, it just
worrying one just over the
insta-kills them.
horizon.
May there indeed.
I'm
Could
afraid
you
the
take
example
the ring
Conrad and
into the
Natalie
West?
set in putting aside their differences and presenting a united front might have caught the bandits' attention. And they might have elected to take a similar approach. They have formed what one could call a League of Outlaws, and they grow more organized by the day.
But we'll fight them all off just like last time, no matter how many of them there are. Won't we, Lugor?
Of course we will. If we continue to work together, we can overcome any challenge we choose to face. The longer we avoid facing this one, the more difficult it will be. Until the only way to overcome it might be
I definitely
to run for the
currently know what's
hills.
happening in the game.
Our
I am
best
paying
hope
rapt
is to
attention to
nip
these side
efforts at
quests, I
organization
tell
in
you.
the bud. By finding those ne'er-do-wells who have yet to join the cause, and ensuring that they never do. Perhaps a certain Lord Underhill might be willing to lend us his aid once more?
How could I refuse?
How could I refuse?
Thank you, my lord. Victor will fill you in on the particulars. I have him stationed by the desert gate, receiving and collating reports from my scouts. Such an amenable soul. He reminds me of you.
I'll go and speak with him.
What's the difference between a lord and a mayor?
A League of Outlaws. Sounds like we have some competition.
He did it.
Anyhow, the important part in this whole conversation is that I caused Jim Cat to glitch out for a minute. So that's the important thing to remember here.
What about the town watch?
We need someone who can bring the whole town together.
Jim Cat, you wouldn't know if you glitched out. You were glitching and thus the events didn't write to memory.
Are you looking for something in particular? An excellent choice. Here you are.
Mustard and man.
Fresh silks from the Canva caravan.
Still in Dalamil, Victor?
Ah, Sid.
I thought you'd have returned to Cosnis by now.
I did. Then I came back. I've developed something of a fondness for the place. And having worked so hard to see it saved from one fate, it would seem remiss to abandon it to another. A sentiment Master Lubor certainly isn't shy about exploiting. Hence my doing his bidding yet again.
Chat, what if I told you that Balrogs aren't
What
real?
does he want you to do?
He asked for
And
my aid
as
in
a
putting down the
consequence, they can
bandits.
take any form
And he
we
said that he might
imagine.
be able to help me find them.
Then you've come at just the right time. I was on my way to speak with Conrad about how to organize our forces. There are more camps in the vicinity than we can safely strike at once. But we must strike together, and we must strike soon at as many camps as we can. We can't give this league of theirs time to rally its forces.
All right. Which camp shall I take?
There's one upriver. Just out there, across the dunes.
Leave it with me.
Okay, where to? Oh my god, there's still one here. There. Okay.
Those ne'er-do-wells went to band together.
Time to fight.
Okay, if we were going to make a Lord of the Rings fighting game, what would the name of the Lord of the Rings fighting game be? This is the real question.
Must be
If
the
we
camp
were going to make a
Victor
Lord of the Rings fighting game, where it was a fighting game featuring all the creatures of all the main characters, the Lord of the Rings, what is the punny fighting game name? Like the My Little Pony fighting game was Fighting is Magic. There are a bunch of other ones that I can think. Lord of the Ring is a good one. Lord of the Ring is a good one. Ring of Power is a good one. No, it became them's fighting herds. It was originally Fighting is Magic. Don't ask me why I know. It became them's fighting herds when it
That's him.
when they
The
got
one
the
who
C and
killed
D
Locke
from
and Fingers.
Hasbro.
Take his head off. Goggle, kill. Stay down.
Is and
Over here.
I think we categorically proved that I in fact do not know the word ahego.
Rotor. Second.
You fucking pervert.
Get him.
this one.
Over here!
Stay down! Language!
I'd better let Victor know.
Sid, where are you? Ah, I see the bandits didn't pose you any trouble.
No, but that's not why you're here, is it?
No. Something's happened. We need you back in Dalimil.
What is it?
The whole town's in uproar. They're saying that Lubor is a bearer.
Who's Lubor again?
Seems that one of our parties wasn't as thorough as they should have been. They let one of the bandits escape, and his escape route took him right through Dalimil. Some of the children spotted him, and he was about to silence them. And when Lubor felled him with a bolt of magic, and without a crystal.
But that's not possible.
It is, if he's a bearer and has been hiding it all these years, which is what people are saying. If he has, well, I wouldn't blame him. No man is branded by choice. Still, all those people see is a man who's lied to them all his life. One who was made a leader of himself when the world believed he should have been a slave.
Fuck.
I don't know where we go from here, but I know one thing. Lubor needs all the friends he can get right now.
You're right.
And now everyone knows. I made it a habit to keep a crystal close at hand for just such an occasion. And when that occasion arose, I forgot to reach for it. Well,
smooth move!
It was bound to come out sooner or later.
We're sorry, Lubor. We tried to keep running, but we just couldn't anymore.
There's nothing to be sorry for. I rather enjoyed playing the hero for once. All that matters to me is that you two are safe.
Look at him talking to his betters like it's nothing. All lies, I'll wager. Just like the ones he fed us all these years.
Once people make up their minds, it's hard to change them. We need to do something, and quickly. Convince the people not to let their prejudices blind them. Convince them that nothing has changed. That their enemy lies outside these walls, not within them.
You're right. We should speak to everyone.
Oh, God, really? Why do I have to speak to everybody?
I'm a Dalmec born and bred.
Let me poke things with swords!
To the tavern. Make Conrad and Natalie remember.
Enough talk!
Lubor
Have at
really
you!
Is. They know that Lubor and I are friends. I might not make for the most impartial of interlocutors. Lord Underhill of Randalar's League of Merchants, however, is a trusted and impartial mediator of note.
I'll do what I can. Lubor, stay here with the children. I can't promise anything, but we'll try.
And that is all I can ask of you.
Okay, first things first. Undo my marker.
The bastard has been lying to us for as long as we've...
Why do they always have to make such a fuss outside?
He knew all along that he was playing us for fools.
And we fell for it.
Hi, Conrad.
Forgive me for disturbing you, but could I have a moment of your time?
I've seen your face before.
As have I. Lord Underhill, wasn't it? Of the League of Merchants.
That's right. I wanted to speak to you about Lubor.
The rumors that he's a bearer. All true, I'm afraid.
He'll never be mayor now. Not if I have anything to do with it.
But what of his wares? Bearer or no, his steel is highly valued throughout the Republic. In this at least he's done the town a service. Might that not earn him a little leniency?
Leniency? He pretended to be one of us when he was laughing behind our backs all the while.
I'm sorry, my lord, but he lied to us.
Do you think he was truly
He lied
laughing?
to you. He cannot be trusted.
So what do you propose? Will you drive him from his home? Close his forge?
Perhaps. That is a question for the people of Dalimil, and they will thank you not to get involved.
The townsfolk have made their minds up. There was nothing I could do.
Nor I. Conrad and Natalie refused to consider anything but their own wounded pride.
You never know. Once their anger is cooled, they might see things differently. For now, we should report back to Lubor.
All right.
Sorry, Lubor, you're destined for
Victor take the bear?
slavery. Indentured servitude is on the menu.
The situation is hopeless.
There's still hope. But...
But perhaps not in this lifetime, I think it's fair to say.
You mustn't think like that, Lubor. Give them time. They'll come around.
Why are we having
We'll
this
talk some sense
conversation?
into
No,
them in the end,
they will
you'll
not
see.
come around. The entire the entire social and economic
your
structure
efforts
of this
would be better
world is
spent
built
elsewhere.
around finding people who are magic users and enslaving
Rosina would
them.
often tell me
They will not come around.
that steel does not lie. That a blade is a reflection of the smith who forged it. To yourself be true, that was her point. Rather an ironic one when you consider that her life was taken with a blade of her own making. But I do not doubt that she was always true to herself and what she believed in, right to the end. And so must I be. I must do what I know to be right, no matter what others might think of me. And now, I know what that is. I must embrace my new
And no,
role of
we
villain
haven't offered him
so
a
that the
chance to
people
come
of
join
Dalimil
us.
have something to unite against. For only united
We're
can
just
they hope to
taking
stand against
it
the
on
threat
faith that
awaits
he's
them.
gonna
I'll need to make
he's
a
gonna be
suitably
fine
dramatic exit,
and not
of course.
arrested and enslaved.
Don't go, Lubor. You're the only one who was ever kind to us. We'll be all alone. Again.
Trust me, little ones, it is for the best that I go. Not only for the town, but for you, too.
How could it possibly be for the best? These children need you. The least you can do is give the townspeople a chance to change their minds.
They would not take it, Victor. It's over.
Over, you say? And so just like that, you're going to throw this town and these children to the wolves? I thought you were better than this. But it seems you had me fooled as well.
Victor.
Forget it. Do what you will.
You sure you're making the right choice, Lubor?
Of those available to me, I believe it's the best one. Yes. Ah, but where are my
X
manners?
to doubt.
Here. Your reward for clearing out that bandit camp. Right then. I have packing to do.
If there's anything I can do. Anything.
Like invite him to your hideaway
bear
for
it in
rogue
mind.
bearers?
Thank you.
This game is dumb. Oh. We have a puppy here, and I'm not even showing it to you. Look at this good dog. Having a nap. Look at how sleepy this puppy is. She's zonked. Just toast. Having a snoozle. In fairness, I didn't realize that we had a puppy available to us until just now. So I wasn't holding out on you on purpose. If you do, she'll wake up. Oh, you already woke her up. Oh. Under those circumstances. Here. I will... Now it's safe.
Ah, you are returned, my lord.
I collected your colleagues' preliminary findings. Here, take them.
My thanks. I shall study them, and inform you forthwith if I discover aught that might aid you in your fight against Ultima.
Cyril, your survey party suffered several losses in Kretov. Losses which could have been avoided, had the others not chosen to complete their work, instead of saving their friends. Were these your orders?
No. This was their choice. Every Undying devotes his life to the service of the Phoenix. It is our sole duty, and should we die in discharging it, so be it.
Even when death is avoidable.
My lord, I fear that this is not a point over which it would be fruitful to argue. The Undying have served the Phoenix for countless generations, and your opinion of our methods, however earnest, is not like to change them. We live to serve the Phoenix. Our very order exists for that purpose, and that purpose alone.
Cyril, I know that you and your brethren answer only to Joshua, but allow me to offer you a word of advice. It does not further the cause of the Phoenix to have his loyal followers surrender their lives without good reason. Provide your survey parties with an escort, that they might live to do their duty for years to come. Think not only of how you can serve the Phoenix, but how Joshua would want you to serve him. Please. For all our sakes.
I thank you for your advice, my lord. If you will permit
and
me
I am not
respond,
going to take it.
Our faith in his grace, Joshua Rossfield, is absolute. And we of the Undying will do what we believe is right to fulfill our duty unto him. As first shield to the Phoenix, I am sure you understand what it means to do one's duty.
Duty.
I do.
Then we are of the same mind. And it is my hope that we may continue to do our duty together.
They're gonna do their duty together. I've seen that internet video. Onward to Bocklad.
Well met. A fine choice. What's happened? Guards at the gate.
Hello, whatever your name is. Right.
Ah, Clive.
Theodore.
You'll be pleased to know that the
We're just missing
negotiations
Alvin
are
and
progressing
Simon.
well.
That is good news.
Yes. Our comrade in Randala has just sent word that the contract should be signed very soon. But I still have much and more to prepare. It's a huge undertaking moving this many bearers at once. You couldn't do me a quick favor, could you?
Absolutely I could.
What is it this time? More wild beasts?
Nothing like that. I just need you to go over to the caravans and ask El how long we have until the bearers arrive. Find out exactly how much faster I need to get all these supplies moved.
All right. I'll go and ask.
Thanks, Clive. I owe you one.
Release me!
Don't blame yourself, El. This is their fault, not yours.
I know, but...
No buts about it, all right?
Is something wrong?
Vonnie came to give me a message from our intermediary. The talks with the Republican Army have fallen through. They've reached an agreement with the Silver Peak Consortium instead. Though prices have fallen of late, we deliberately offered above the going rate to try and deter other bidders. But the Consortium offered double what we did, and the Army jumped at the chance.
And you had no opportunity to make a counteroffer?
None at all. And we were so close.
El? What's happened? I saw Vonnie leaving. She didn't look happy.
And with good reason.
But
So the
I
military
thought
was
we were
like
the only ones the Fist was speaking to about
selling them the bearers, right?
How did the Consortium even find out about this?
It's not so surprising. They have ears all over the Republic. This isn't over. The Consortium will have to sell these bearers eventually, and at the price they paid, buyers will be few and far between. I'm going to Randalar myself.
Alone? You sure that's wise?
Are you offering to be my bodyguard? How kind. Meet me at the checkpoint near the capital gates. I'll send an owl ahead and request a meeting. You go to Cashlock, Theo, and get everything ready.
Remember when I was just supposed to be asking how fast the supplies were supposed to be moved?
There will be others. Someone needs to prepare the place and keep any prowling beasts at bay.
The Meerkat, we were trying to buy them out of slavery.
That's me, is it? Well, it looks like I'm following orders till she gets back from meeting the Silver Peak Consortium, who've been doing their best to undermine our scheme. She'll never join them after this, surely. No, she said it herself. She still has plans for Cashlock, even if this one falls through. She means to stay with us, then. I can't say I'm not happy to hear it, but... is this what she really wants?
You have to trust her.
You're right.
Samwalk, the stuff-to-dialogue ratio in these side quests is
I should do
excruciating.
my part too. So I bid you farewell and safe travels, my friend. I'll gather my men and leave for Cashlock. We'll make sure the place is well stocked and defended. You go to Randalar and see if you can stop my sister biting the Consortium's heads off. If she won't consider her prospects...
Oh, the VA is fine. There's just so friggin' much of it.
All right. To Randalar, then. And better not keep Eloise waiting.
Okay, we are going due south.
What's happened? God.
What I wouldn't give for a hot meal. Looks like this is the end of the road for us.
Rats!
When are they gonna let us through?
Vroom! Uh-oh, Samwok started noticing the footfall sounds. No! Think of other sounds. Notice other different sounds. Has the whistle for our chocobo always been the wolf whistle? Yes, it has. And yes, it's weird.
I can walk from here. This might take a while.
Will it? We have seen no cactuars yet. No. Poke. 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 Ooh, a box. Oh, this isn't where this isn't even where I'm supposed to be. Ah, and this is why.
Kill! Sick 'em! You lose!
There's Eloise.
I hope I didn't keep you waiting. Did you arrange to speak with the consortium?
Here they are now.
You wish to consult with me?
I did. It's about the bearers you recently purchased from the Fist. We had all but finished making arrangements to buy them ourselves, and then you stepped into the fray.
You misunderstand. The consortium had an interest in purchasing them from the very first. It was only our regard for you that kept us from bidding. But your hesitancy in accepting our offer to you suggested that the regard was not mutual. And so we resumed our business.
I did not hesitate. I am simply not inclined to make such decisions without first giving them due consideration. But what is done is done. Come then. How much do you want for them?
Alas, you are too late yet again. We rarely take on such unconventional merchandise without a purchaser in mind. The bearers belong to him now.
Who is your buyer?
A trader from across the water. A most demanding fellow, if it's any consolation. He insisted the bearers be fed, dressed, even given their own bunks for the voyage over. That's what you get when you deal with continental types.
I wouldn't know.
Oh yes, the culture on the continent is quite different to ours. They pay good money for bearers not fit for the knacker's yard, and treat them like kings. But as long as they pay...
That does sound unusual. No matter then. If they've already left our shores, there's little that can be done. Allow me to withdraw my interest. And with it, my interest in joining your organization.
My associates will be sorry to hear that.
Uh-huh.
I'm sorry you weren't able to save them.
As am I. But I only have myself to blame. He was right, you see. The Silver Peak Consortium did intend to buy those bearers before I did. Their representative hinted at a possible purchase when he came to recruit me. I feigned interest in joining them in the hope he might be encouraged to tell me more, and he did just that. As soon as he left, I sent my own offer to Randalar.
So you never...
No. I entertained the Consortium's proposal solely so I could learn more about those bearers. But I was a fool to think they wouldn't find out. I knew exactly who I was dealing with.
You tried.
I did. And if what he said was true, the bearers are to be well treated. Which is something, at least. But they deserved more. I wanted so badly to see them freed.
This quest could have been an email. It really could have.
The village is under attack. A pack of beasts have come down from the mountains, and there's a dragon at its head.
What does this have to do with anything?
As best they can, but the odds are against them. They need help, and fast.
Theo.
I'll go on ahead.
Thank you, Clive. I'll gather some men and join you there. Just... make sure he's safe.
Hold on, Theo. I'm coming.
Okay, what's the fastest way to get there? Latney's Cleft. This has to be going somewhere. Do you think so?
Come on. Faster! No need to ride from here.
This was the quest they gave to their junior quest designer on his first day on the job.
Where's Theodore?
Upriver!
He led the dragon that way to keep it from the village, but the whole area's flooded with ether.
We just have to pray he makes it out in one piece.
I can do better than that. Torgal, with me.
A content warning? Content warning for what? Oh. Same thing again. All right. Cool beans. Why now?
Get him! Sick him! Sick him! Get him! Stay down!
Well,
where are you, Theo?
Vultures. I do like the vulture's name of Helldiver.
This one.
That's fun.
Get him! Go, Torgal! This one. Go,
Torgal! You're stopping me from getting my combo finisher.
Go, Torgal! Enough!
I just stepped on that bird's head. Good night, Maple.
Damn it. The ether's too thick. These creatures have already turned. It's over! Now, Torgal!
Now we round them up again.
I can't waste any more time. I need to find Theodore before that dragon does.
Oh, right, the dragon. Now I regret using those abilities.
Looks like it's found me. This thing's turned as well. This isn't going to be easy. Get him!
God, I hate that it only locks onto his head. It's the dumbest thing.
Get him! Sick him! Too slow. Now, Torgal! Too slow. Torgal, kill! This one. Go, Torgal! Too slow. Nice try. This one. Get him. All yours, Torgal.
Ow. Ow!
Over here! Torgal, kill! I needed that. Go! Get him! All yours, Torgal! This one. Torgal, kill! Over here! Nice try. Too slow.
There we go.
Clive? Theodore, you had me worried for...
Oh no!
We have to get you
He's
out of here.
turned!
I think it might be a little too late for that.
Oh my god, Jim Cat.
Oh no. There's only so much ether a man can take, and that Drake just wouldn't let me leave. You have my thanks, Sid, for finishing what I could not.
Maybe don't go for a really lengthy final speech on the grounds that you're now keeping me inside the ether flood.
Theodore!
He's all zombified.
Don't make me do this.
It's too late.
Theo! Stop!
Stay back, Eloise! He's turned. And so will you! Theodore. Take care.
You know what could have made for a cool boss fight? Me fighting this guy instead of a dragon that had no business being here.
Wait. Goodbye. Oh.
Well, he knew where he was headed. Eloise, we should head out before you succumb to the ether flood.
Thank you, Clive. I think I'll be all right now.
That was true bravery he
That's
showed.
right. She just needed some time to clear her head.
Leading the dragon away from the village like that. His first instinct was always to protect people. To put others' well-being before his own.
And now he's gone. Because I sent him to that place, against his will.
It wasn't against his will. He was ready to do whatever it took to show you he could stand on his own. So that you would finally be free to live your own life.
To live my own life. He never could come to terms with the choice I made.
What exactly happened? You once told me Theo was the first bearer you ever helped.
We grew up in Canva. We were born to one of the great trading houses. And I was chosen to inherit the family business. I had my father's head for figures, you see. Theo did not. While I studied the art of commerce, he played at soldiers instead. A late bloomer, in more ways than one. For unlike most bearers, it wasn't until his 15th summer that his powers awakened. My parents tried to drive him out of the house and into the care of the constables. But before they could, I took him into mine.
Theo told me something else. He clearly admired your devotion to the cause of freeing others like him from slavery. But he said you deserved a better life than this. He wanted to free you from what he called your bonds, just as you freed him from his.
I would be lying if I said I had not wondered from time to time how much easier my life might have been if I had allowed Theo to be taken and devoted myself to the family business instead. But I have never regretted the decision I made. Being with my brother meant more to me than tradition or reputation. I only had to look at him to remind myself of that night and the choice I made and the fact that I would make the same choice again in a heartbeat. He was never a burden. How could he even think that? If anything, I was the one who weighed him down.
You weren't, Eloise. He said it himself, that he had always been grateful to you for saving him, and that he wanted to repay you by letting you live the life you were denied. Neither you nor Theo weighed each other down. You loved one another. You did whatever was necessary to continue living your lives together, and you always would have.
You're right. All I ever wanted, all I ever did, it was so we could be together. Oh, Theo, why did you have to...
I swear if there's another line of dialogue here.
I know Theo wanted me to move on, but I'm staying here at the Crimson Caravans to continue our work. We can make a difference here. We can help people, save them. I need nothing more from life than that. So I'll carry on doing what we do, ensuring that goods, people, bearers get where they need to be. Bringing smiles to people's faces, just like we always have. And to Theo's, wherever he is. This is the life I have chosen. The life I will always choose.
I've made a choice of my own, to continue helping you however I can. Whenever you need it.
Thank you, Clive.
Septi, I don't want to finish the game without doing the side quests.
For Theodore.
I just wish the side quests were less wordy. Anyhow, we had a joke request during that interminable cutscene. How does a hippie polygamist count his wives? One Mrs. Hippie, 2 Mrs. Hippie, 3 Mrs. Hippie, 4 Mrs. Hippie. All right, where to next? We've cleared out everything below the chain. Nothing over here. Looks like the Hawk's Cry Cliff is our next destination. Have we been doing the hunts? Yes, we have been doing the hunts, but at last check, we did not have any more hunts that we could do. We have done all the hunts available to us at this time.
Damn it. The whole village is turned. No need to ride from here.
We did get the S-rank armor, but there's an S-rank dragon we have to fight that we haven't done yet. But it's currently outside of our capacity to do so.
Go, Torgal! Over here!
So I guess technically there is one hunt we haven't done yet. But for the time being, I'm trying to level up, get better equipment, so that when I go to fight that dragon again, I'm better prepared for it.
Get him! Stay down! Farewell! Go, Torgal!
Is this a village we've been to before and it got turned, or is this just a new village that we're killing indiscriminately? I don't think that's an important village. Like, there's not anybody here. We've been here before. Alright, now we have to fight these things.
Be safe. No holding back.
Over here! Over here!
Too slow. I needed that.
That wasn't the ability I meant to use.
All yours, Torgal!
But it did the deed, I guess.
Get him! Down, Torgal! Second!
Nice try. Too slow. Nice try. Too slow. Nice try. This one.
Okay, where's the doohickey I need to pick up?
That's all of them.
Onward to Martha's Rest.
Doris should be somewhere nearby. Assuming she's still here.
Anything catch your eye?
Nope.
There you go. Thanks very much. There you go. Take care out there, eh?
Just because the heavens have gone to rack and ruin, it don't mean...
Where is...
You have to. Now,
the quest?
Let's get this stall set out.
Search for Doris. Doris!
Nearly done.
Which one of you assholes is Doris?
I've got greens of all
Looking for
shapes
shelter,
and
are you?
sizes. Colours
Come on inside,
too.
I'll introduce you.
Mostly green though.
It doesn't still hurt, does it?
It's been a pleasure, Doris. Just like old times.
I'll give your offer some thought, my lady.
How goes the investigation?
Sid, what brings you to Martha's Rest?
You. I heard you were out here on your own, tracking our slaver. I trust you're being careful.
Of course. And it had to be me. The bearers from the Dragon's Eyrie confirmed a long-held suspicion of mine that the slaver we've been tracking is an old acquaintance. She's no fool. If we'd come in force, she would have spotted us straight away, and then vanished without a trace.
That was her just now, wasn't it? So, was it a fruitful reunion?
I'd say so. She tried to recruit me. Seems
We've
her
gone
time
this
in Rosario
entire
is coming
stream
to an
without a
end.
new sword.
She's abducted
What a
bearers
waste.
from across the region and is looking to smuggle them back into Sambrek. After her brush with those beastmen on the road to Northreach, she hired herself an Imperial escort, which she wants me to join. She's dangerous, Sid, but I think I can stop her.
Then I'm going with you. I'll take care of the escort. You can see the bearers to safety. Where are they?
The Baum Archers, soon to break camp. You go on ahead. I'll follow once I've sent word back to the hideaway.
All right, quest picked up. Let's go pick up this quest as well. If I go to Ash, there's a katana in a box. I've heard about the katana in the box.
Ah, Clive, I was just about to send for you. I'd like you to take something to Sir Wade up in Eastpool. Seeds for planting. Thought it was about time they started growing their own food. I'll keep providing them with whatever they need in the meantime, of course. But if Eastpool's going to survive, it's got to be able to fend for itself.
It's not good.
As of those poor bearers. They've lived their whole lives in servitude, but now they're their own masters. Small wonder they ain't got the foggiest how to provide for themselves. So it's up to us to teach them. And if you're wondering why you, well, the Wagoneers taking supplies up that way have been coming back with more and more reports of Akashic around the village of late. Sir Wade's putting a brave face on it, but I think even he's starting to worry. And if he's likely to share those concerns with anyone, it's you.
All right.
All right.
Thanks. Wouldn't ask if I didn't have to. There. That should be enough
Yeah,
to keep
if
him
you
in
do all the
Gazal
side
Greens
quests,
for a
your
few years
blacksmith
at
makes you a better sword. Yeah, I get that.
Gazal Greens.
That's
Not
why
the
I'm
most
doing all the
most
side
slaughtering
quests. I have to
crop,
get
I'll
best
admit.
sword.
But they're hardy, they grow fast, and they fill a hole. Better that than something that'll wither away at first frost.
Is that
And
like a
chocobos
cucumber?
love 'em too, which is no small thing. When I say all of us need to pull together to get Eastpool back on its feet, I mean all of us. They ain't exactly succulent, but cook 'em right, and they're just about bearable.
I'll take your word for it.
Anyway, Sir Wade'll know what to do with them. And if he don't, well, I'll go up there and show him myself.
Oh my God.
I'm sure
Ma'am! Lewd! They pay good money for that kind of a show.
I heard the Guardian saying we're supposed to grow our own food.
Okay, what's going on in Eastpool? Ah, yes. It's Wade.
Lord Rossfield.
I want to
What
finish
brings you
this
to
set of
Eastpool?
side quests before we
A
close
delivery
out the
from
night
Martha.
tonight. We're so close,
These
I can
are
taste
green
it.
seeds. Martha's keen to cut the apron strings then, is she? I jest, of course. You see, I had thought we might be able to revive the old wheat fields, but they'd long since gone to seed, only without the seeds.
Martha was hoping he might be able to show the bearers how to plant and tend these, so that they'll be able to fend for themselves.
That's not a bad idea. These bearers had only recently escaped their bonds before we brought them here. They know little of freedom, of providing for themselves and their loved ones. Unless we teach them how to live like free men, I fear that all we have achieved in bringing them here is to exchange one master for another.
Are you telling
Not
me
that
that
myself
this,
and the Guardians
this
have been the best
slave
examples
class
of them so
doesn't know
far,
how to get water from the
subsisting
well?
almost entirely on Martha's charity as we
Jesus
do.
Christ, game.
It's about time we all started to provide for ourselves, bearers and guardians alike. Unfortunately, we've been a little too busy of late to focus on much besides bolstering our defenses. There have been alarming reports of...
The Horde is closing in.
For the
They're coming,
Horde!
so wait, all of them.
Damn it all, I thought we'd have more time.
I mean, theoretically,
Gather
yes,
the men
they
in the
could
square.
cast water
Send to
spells,
the
but
rest
that
for
will cause them to
reinforcements.
turn to stone.
Yes,
so
wait.
I'm okay with them wanting to draw water from the earth.
A Kashek, a veritable legion of them. They've been seen prowling around the northern reaches for a while now. We don't have the numbers to hold back a swarm that size. I had hoped to build a perimeter wall so that myself and the Guardians might be able to defend the village, but...
Now you're out of time.
Precisely. If reinforcements from the rest arrive before they do, we may just scrape through, but I fear that's rather an enormous if.
What if you could call on reinforcements from Eastpool?
You mean the bearers? We brought them here so they might live, not die fighting
No, you
for their
idiot,
lives.
I mean me.
So wait. You said you lack men to defend the village. Are the bearers not men? Do they not wish to see Eastpool saved? Though they may not be trained soldiers like your guardians. What help they are able to offer could still prove the difference between victory and defeat.
You're right, my lord. I will appeal to them. My friends,
Look at
I
Torvald
humbly
just
beg
standing
your
over
aid.
there being a good boy.
We Guardians are few and our enemies many. But I swear we can defeat them with you at our side.
What a rousing
Send us
speech.
To the slaughter. To serve as bait for those fiends so that you and your men might be spared. And to think we trusted you. Say what you will. A home is not worth dying for.
But it is worth fighting for. Sir Wade fights to give you lot a chance. Just like I do. Just like Sid does. We all wanted to give you a home where you could be free. And you got one, didn't you? This place, Eastpool. This is your village. Your home.
I was born in Rossfield.
If you don't fight to protect what's yours, you'll lose it. You know I'm right. This world wants to take everything from you. Everything. homes, your freedom, your very lives. So then, are you going to stand by and let that happen to you? Are you going to accept fate like good little Bran did and die, having never stood up for yourselves? Or will you fight like free men and women?
Why was that guy just standing there holding a frying pan for?
What are you doing?
All right. Give me a sword. I never dreamt I'd have a home of my own. And now that I have, I don't want to lose it. I will protect what's mine, or die trying.
We've taught these people the concept of property.
Free men and women, fighting together. For East
Next
Pool.
stop, Castle Doctrine.
For East Pool.
Let's go.
Thank you, Martha.
Don't mention it. Just promise me one thing. That you'll show them how freeborn fight.
Gladly.
Well, if it was numbers you were lacking, you certainly won't be now.
Thanks to you.
Me? Oh, I just love the sound of my own voice.
Lord Rossfield, my lady, we're ready.
So what's the plan of action?
We'll divide our forces into several small detachments, each made up of guardians, bearers, and guards from the rest. These will position themselves at strategic points around the village. Upon engaging with the Akashic, each detachment will keep the creatures occupied as best they can, steadily retreating all the while.
You're going to lure them into the village?
I am. We will have neither the time nor the resources to treat the wounded, so injuries must be avoided at all costs. Instead, we will focus purely on defense at first. By coordinating our withdrawal through the use of messengers drawn from among the bearers, we will aim to have the swarm converge at a point of our choosing. With luck, that point will be the village square, the perfect place for our most able warriors to surround them and fall upon them, and for you and I to finish them off.
A sound plan, but one that'll require a leader with a cool head and strong nerves to coordinate the retreat. I'd say you have both in abundance, await, but you'll be needed. Please, leave the last of the fighting to me.
Ha! And let you have all the glory.
Sir Wade, they're here.
Then you know what you must do.
Hollow the Wise Wolf. In this case, we're the ones mopping up.
Everyone playing their part. Each shielding the other that no man might fall. That Eastpool might live on. For Rosaria.
For Rosaria!
Anyhow, the fun part of
We've
this
no time to
cutscene
argue, my lord.
is that we've learned all about this battle strategy.
Do as you ask.
Like the numerous lines spent describing a battle strategy to us, and what it's going to be is, I'm going to go into arena and fight a bunch of Akashic, and then a boss wave is going to happen, and I'm going to fight that, and then there will be 700 lines of dialogue talking about how the battle strategy worked. But we're not going to see any of the battle strategy. We're not going to participate in it in any way.
Calm before the storm.
Oh no! Have we been on just chatting this entire time?
I will not let this village fall.
This one. Stay down.
Attack!
This one.
Sick 'em!
This one. It's up. This one. Stay down. Sick of Get him. Go to him. Get him. You're finished. Go to him. Over here.
I love that the raptors just use the same combat rig or animation rig as the chocobos do.
Get him.
Efficiency.
Sick of Get him. All yours, Torgal. Over here.
Ooh, I've got almost 4,000 AP. Soon I will be able to take one of my ultimates to level 3.
Lord Rossfield, change of plan.
What is it?
Owl from the rest. An Akashic curl's been sighted on Rhiannon's ride and is headed in their direction.
Well, the better half of her guard is here. So wait, how many Akashic remain in Eastpool?
Hard to say. My men are still facing some resistance, but I think the worst is behind us. I could order a detachment or two to fall back and...
No. Let them finish the job. You stay here too, Sir Wade. Your men need you. I'll go after the curl. Join me only when Eastpool is won.
If you're sure, my lord. May the Founder protect you.
All right. Time for that boss wave.
Next one's mine. I might not know why.
Fly, Ambrosia.
Screw you, goblins. All right. Let's beat up a curl.
There it is. With me, Torgal. Get him. This one. Get him.
Ah!
Torgal.
The worst.
I needed that.
Get him.
Get wrecked!
All right. Back to Eastpool.
Lord Rossfield, the Curl, is it?
Well, I'm here, aren't I?
Thank the Founder for that. And for you, my lord. We were able to eradicate the rest of the Horde. I have guardians posted around the village to keep watch for further attacks, but all seems quiet for now. I hesitate to say it, but I think it might be over.
I think it might.
We did it. We saved Eastpool.
His mouth forgot to move. All right, time to build that wall.
You, my friends.
Remember the defensive wall you wanted to build? Time to build it.
No,
build it now.
Sir Wade. It's us who should be thanking you. You brought us together. Showed us what it means to fight for what you hold dear.
We never had nothing to call our own before. We didn't know what it meant to protect it, but now we do. We really do.
Forgive us, Sir Wade. You and your people saved us, and still we doubted you. But there's no doubt in my mind anymore. We're free men now, so we have to start acting like it. We have to fight to protect what's ours, to protect Eastpool.
And we shall. We all shall. Together. This is our home. And if anyone or anything tries to take it away,
they'll have us to answer to.
Come on then. Let's get to work.
This village isn't going to rebuild itself.
Cut to another conversation.
They're not slaves anymore.
No. They're Rosarians. Your father took pity on the bearer's plight, and I believe if he was still with us today, this is what he would have wanted.
I believe you might be right.
I shall remain here, my lord, and do what I can to help rebuild the village. After all, this is my home now too, and I could hardly call myself an Eastpoolian if I didn't pull my weight.
I think you'll find it's Eastpudlian, Sir Wade. But you should be proud all the same. I'll have to pull my weight too. Can't have the rest getting outclassed. Speaking of which, I ought to be getting back.
Can we continue to count on your support, Martha?
Of course, and I'd be counting on yours too. Us Rosarians have got to stick together, haven't we?
Indeed we have.
And Clive, come by the Golden Stables when you get the chance. I ain't paid you for delivering them seeds yet.
All right, I will.
Lord Rossfield, do you remember our very first mission together? Clearing the goblins from the Stillwind marshes?
How could I forget?
There's one sight that I shall never forget. You, facing off against that giant Morble. Not a trace of fear on your face. Since that day, there have been more than a few times when I felt like giving up. When the odds seemed so stacked in the enemy's favor, I thought I may as well just lay down my sword and surrender. But every time I would think back to the look in your eyes that day and remember what it means to be a shield. Know that whatever trials Eastpool may face, I shall never lose courage. Thanks to you.
So Wade, you have always been a true shield. I know that Eastpool, and indeed all of Rosaria, will be safe in your hands.
Thank you, my lord. I know the rest of the world will be safe in yours.
I'll do my best.
Yay! Final Fantasy 16 needs a 1.5 speed button. No, it just needs an editor.
The hero returns. It's lucky you came by when you did, eh? Not only did my seeds get delivered, but you went and saved Eastpool and all.
I just did what I could.
And it's only right that you get rewarded for it. Take it before I change my mind.
Thank you, Martha.
I don't want to skip the dialogue.
So,
There's
Eastpool's
relevant
finally back on its feet
information
again.
in the dialogue. It's
And a
just
home to free
delivered
bearers.
really
Who'd have
inefficiently.
thought we'd see the day, eh?
Well, it was your idea.
I know that, but I never stopped to think what it would mean. Bearers in charge of themselves, thinking for themselves, working for themselves. Like your hideaway, but not even hidden away. Though I suppose the rest ain't much different nowadays. You know, bearers living free like that reminds me of when I first met Sid. Loath as I am to recall that particular day.
I take it you didn't always see eye to eye. What happened?
Well, if you really want to know, I started doing what I do long before I met Sid. In fact, that's how I met him. Or at least how he came to meet me. He showed up at the stables one day, asking questions about who'd been buying up bearers. Founder knows what he thought I was doing with them. Running a hunt, poking around in their innards. Something awful, anyway. I thought he was a new constable. Thought the game was up. But somehow we both managed to work out what each other was about.
In retrospect, I did not anticipate that it was going to be like a half an hour.
On at me about how I was doing it all wrong. After all my hard work.
Before I'd be able to call it quits for the
Told me I was giving
night.
them relief, but not freedom. That my bearers were still dying as slaves. Got right under my skin, it did. Told him if he didn't like it, he could bugger off and report me to the garrison. And do you know what he did? He smiled. And then he laughed. And then I did the same.
This is still the same quest, by the way.
That whenever one of us was in need, the other would always be there for him.
And you were?
Well, we both wanted the same thing. To make life better for bearers. Just like your dad. Do you know I was born right around the time Elwyn became Archduke? Growing up, I saw how he tried to change things. He certainly didn't lack for ambition, that one.
Indeed. But the loftier one's ambitions, the harder they are to achieve. Which is why those of us who follow in their footsteps need to finish what people like Sid and my father started.
Suppose you're right, aye. And if we don't manage it, there's always them who come after us. Good thing we've got a few half-decent sorts waiting in the wings, eh? It's almost enough to give you a little bit of hope.
Just a little.
Anyway, enough nattering. Better get back to work. Let's see about making everyone some dinner, shall we? The least the folks who saved Eastpool deserve is a hot meal. And you and me ain't gonna save the world on an empty stomach neither.
That sounds like a wonderful idea.
Is she going to make me serve all the patrons? No, thank God. That's the second signboard we got. I don't actually know what the signboards are for. Oh, the signboards go in your room? All right, then.
Oh, here. Good girl.
Yes, we do have a room. Okay, I have to get up on this bridge. How do I get up on the bridge? How does one bridge? Maybe I'm just going the long way around. This. Oh, come on.
Do go.
This time we don't care about the town of Amber. It can just stay dead. Okay, now I can call my chocobo. Hello, bird.
Let's go. Fly, Ambrosia.
Okay, I think this is the last side quest that I need to finish before I return to the hideaway. I think.
Good. They haven't broken camp yet. How did Doris come to know a slaver, I wonder?
No, Jibcat, I'm not starting it. I'm finishing it.
We've waited long enough.
It was already started.
She's not coming. Ready the bearers. We're leaving.
Back to civilization, is it, Mom?
With all haste, lest any of you lackwits start talking like these feckless bumpkins. I presume your men are ready. We've suffered too many delays as it is. Any more, and I'll be docking your pay.
Yes, Mom.
Oh, but before you go, it appears we have company. Kill him.
How did they notice me riding in on my giant bird?
You're welcome to try.
All right, let's commit a war crime.
This one.
I don't think we've actually seen any indication that anybody in this world has the concept of of archery. I don't think we've seen a bow. Whoops.
Ogle, kill! Stop, lizard!
So much for your escort.
You'll forgive me for not avenging my men. I'm not the swordswoman I used to be. I surrender. Do with me as you wish, Sid the Outlaw.
Sid. Are you coming on to me?
Ah, Doris. I take it you're not here to rescue me from our brooding renegade? You know, I always wondered where you'd vanished to. But casting your lot with this criminal of all people.
Better fighting for a cause than killing for coin. I'm sorry, Sid. I should have told you sooner. This woman, my former master, once trained bearer children to be weapons in service of the highest bidder. She raised me like a daughter, and I did terrible things to earn her favor.
It wasn't all terrible, surely.
She's aged incredibly
we had our
well.
Fun too. You were always so eager to learn, and had such clever hands. All my other children took either to the blade or to the books. Always either or. But you proved yourself a master of both. That's why I kept you for my own. How about it, my little dagger? Care to swear that blade to me again?
I never swore my blade to you, nor will I ever. I fight for a higher cause, to liberate the bearers of this world. Farewell, Master. Thank you for making me the weapon I am.
You always were a righteous child. Perhaps that's the reason I loved you so.
Is it time to do a murder yet? Wait, why are we letting her leave?
What do you want to do with her?
I am not the killer she wanted me to be. Not anymore. And she no longer has friends in high places. The Dame does, though. Her connections at the Imperial Court will see that justice is done.
All right. If you're certain.
I am. And thank you for everything. Now, I better let these bearers know that they're safe.
Cut to a lengthy conversation where she talks to the bearers.
Then I should head back to the hideaway and put Cole's mind at ease.
Wait, it actually transported me to the hideaway? Fascinating.
Welcome back, Sid. Doris's message just arrived. I hear you saved more bearers from being smuggled across the border.
With any luck, they'll be joining us in the hideaway shortly. Oh, and your letter. You don't need to worry about Doris anymore.
I'd been hoping as much. She mentioned one or two things in her report. So the slaver we'd been chasing all these months was her former master. Wish I'd known. She's been arrested, by the way, over in Sunbreak. Went quietly, or so we're told. She won't be getting off lightly. The Empire may have no love for bearers.
Oh,
it's not
by the
too fond of
Empire,
black
okay.
market traders either. Can't have been easy for Doris.
I'm sure it wasn't. But don't worry. She'll be all right.
I hope so. Suppose you should know, eh? You had quite the past yourself before you came here, or so I understand. Anyway, thanks again, Sid. The Cursebreakers would be lost without Doris. And you, of course.
Keep up the good work, Cole.
I think one of my major complaints about the dialogue in this game is everybody speaks so slowly. They really put some mustard on their commas. All right, good news, everybody. We have, in fact, resolved every quest line in the world. So now I just have a couple of turn-ins to do.
How may I help you today, Clive?
Good voice actors speak conversationally. They speak naturally.
Is everything we've received and everything promised?
Slowly, maybe, helps with that. Ooh, 2,500 AP. All right. Natalie reports an unexpected surplus in Dalamil's stores and, as a means of showing the town's gratitude for past assistance, has expressed her distinct wish that one Lord Underhill partake in their good fortune.
All done?
Let's have a look at the board, just see if anything's been added to it. Nothing added to the board yet. Okay, cool.
With Canva in the hands of Akashic.
All right. Hello, Owain.
Ah, Sid. Wasn't expecting you back so soon. So, is it good news or bad?
Good, thankfully. Here.
Ah, that's brilliant. Thanks a blimmin' million. I'll fit 'em to the smelter right away.
All right, give me my upgrade.
May I present to you the Telemon Furnace? Ain't bad, is she?
She's a beauty.
You saved my bacon again, Sid, and I ain't about to let your good deed go unrewarded.
That's what I like to hear.
It's fine, really. My bag's flexible enough already.
Oh, don't say that. I'm sure I can make a few improvements to it yet.
You could just buy me a bigger...
How about that clasp? Looks a bit stiff. Reckon you could loosen it up and make some more room?
Loosen his sack.
And I reckon I know how. With a new alloy we've been working on. The Telemon Furnace was just what we needed to perfect it. It's a metal, see? So it's lovely and strong, but it's also, well, stretchy, if you can believe it.
Stretchy metal. Well, if you insist.
That is the spirit. You'll love it, I promise. So, what do you reckon?
It's actually quite ingenious. Thank you, Owain.
Shh, don't mention it. You earned it.
I sure did.
I wanted to get some practice in using that metal anyway. Reckon we'll have all kinds of uses for it around the hideaway. Can't think of any right now, but that's our job, innit? Dreaming up new ways to make life easier around here. Maybe even out there, too. One day, the whole world's gonna know about the inventions you've helped us put together. That bag of yours will be the first of many. You mark my words.
They'll hardly believe their eyes, I'm sure.
This quest should allow me to carry 999 or 99 of every potion type. Inventory maximized. That'll be great when we have to fight the inventory Predacons. All right, potions 6 to 8. High potions 4 to 5. Strength tonics 3 to 4. Stone skin tonics 3 to 4. Nice.
Miss, can we read Miss Editor's story?
Canva lost. It can't be true.
All right, let's go see how good these new swords are.
Have you tried Molly's lemon tarts?
All right, everybody buckle up. This conversation is undoubtedly going to go like 6 hours.
The man himself. We were just about to make a start on that sword I promised you. It's funny, but none of this would have been possible without your help. You remember Camille? We'll be using his leather work for the grip.
Uh-huh.
The steel, meanwhile, will be tempered in a fire, burning the cinders you charmed out of old Zoltan here.
Uh-huh.
And that whetstone from the Outer Isles, that'll be what gives the blade its edge.
Uh-huh.
And the final flourish will be my talented colleagues' engraving.
A team effort led by the greatest blacksmith alive.
Now, save that talk till the thing's finished, yeah? Right. I'm ready if you are.
To the bellows it is, then.
I seem to have given up on ending the stream today. No, I haven't. I just wanted to get the side quests done so that we can do, like, story next stream.
Well, bugger me. We actually did it.
The sword to end all swords.
Ragnarok.
It's quite something.
I trust you'll take good care of it.
Thank you. Both of you.
Damn everybody,
So,
this is
does this make
technically
you pair the
the
greatest
fourth
craftsman
step
alive,
in the
then?
quest that we did on Thursday, yes.
Nah. This was just following the footsteps of the greats of old. It'll take more than that to earn us our place in history. But we're up for the challenge. Here.
A list of materials.
Zoltan and I got talking on the long road back from Dravost.
We reckon with those items there, we could craft something even better than the Ragnarok. Something worthy of a legendary outlaw like yourself.
Yes.
That's something I'd like to see.
The
You leave this list with me.
God Rammer Dung.
One legend at a time, eh, lads? Before you start on the next, who fancies raising a cup to friendship reforged?
Good idea. No more drinking to forget my past. It's about time I had something to celebrate.
Then tap the kegs! Vulcan's boys are on their way!
I do love that the conversation, Maricat points out, we made the best sword possible, but here's a shopping list for the best year sword. I do love that it's like, this is the sword to end all swords. No swords will be made after this. This is the greatest sword that ever could be. And then they immediately turn around and are like, but actually we designed a new, better sword. And then there's actually another even more better sword after that one that you can only gain access to in New Game Plus. There, the good Rammer Dung. Hey, look, another conversation. Oh, no, there was not another conversation. We're free. Blacksmith Blues 4.
I never thought me and Zoltan would ever
Oh, no,
speak
there
again,
was, in fact,
let
another
alone work
conversation.
together. And if it hadn't been for you, we wouldn't. You've been a good friend to me, Clive. The best.
Aww. I'm his best friend.
And if it What do you want?
All right, I need 3 orichalcums, 2 dark steels, and 1 primitive battle horn. Dang, that's a big upgrade, though. Holy crap.
And?
Oh, don't tell me we've run out of papio nuts.
I should probably actually equip the good sword. Because it, unlike all my other swords, it didn't auto-equip.
No. What do you expect? Farmers are...
Clive. Going purse weighing you down?
You'll not find a better price than that. You're rubbing me blind, you know.
So many potions.
It'd better all be here.
Is that all?
All right. There we go. We're finally free. And we got a new sword. All right. So thank you very much, everybody, for tuning in this evening. Thank you to everybody who subscribes, everybody who follows, everybody who cheers, everybody who chats, and everybody who hangs out and lurks. It's a genuine thrill to stream for you, and I hope you have as much fun watching as I do playing. I will be back on Tuesday, same Matt time, same Matt channel here on twitch.tv/WigginsPlaying. More Final Fantasy 16. And I do hope you'll tune in then. In the meantime, as usual, you can follow me on Twitter, YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram at Wiggins_TV. And if you're a subscriber, you can join the Discord by making sure your Twitch account and Discord account are linked in Discord's back end, where my server will appear to you as if by magic among your linked servers. So you should do that too. Also, yeah, don't forget, we're continuing the martial arts movie night tomorrow, or movie month tomorrow, with Enter the Dragon and Rumble in the Bronx. So make sure to tune into that on the Discord, because those movies both rule. Don't miss it. All right, let's go. Tonight we're going to raid TQ, so everybody hop aboard this raid train. And I will see you back here on Tuesday. So long. And goodbye.